Good afternoon, good evening, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Mental House with me, your host, Khadija. I know that, hi y'all. I know that it's a little futuristic in here, okay, but just bear with me and this voiceover while I continue to do what I'm doing and try to bring this short clip that I saw that just really disturbed me, that I had to hit my family up and say, y'all, please tell me if it's me, because I know I got some older and not just older but some seasoned and just mature people out there that see things, because either they was raised by a grandmama, either they had a mama that didn't train them the way they should have went. Everybody's mama in the black community is not an alcoholic and a drug addict. So some of us out there tried to raise our children and they came out pretty good. And for those of y'all out there who are listening under the sound of my voice, it sounds like you had a grandmama who you went house over every summer, went down south, or she tried to kick some principles and some protocols to you. I'm welcoming your comment. Please leave it below, because I really need it. Because I cannot believe a clip that I just saw someone sent me, actually, and I want to give a shout out to another YouTube creator by the name of Trey. Know the Ledge, I believe is the name of his video. But he uploaded the video, and the reason why they sent it to me is because these are some of the children that we used to deal with, and some of the parents that gave birth to these children who don't equate love and discipline in the same language, in the same space. So they create children and they watch them raise themselves and pretty much put them in a situation where they're just little demons running around. And this is what the video, and I hate to say it, I gotta call it like I see it. This little boy, he had to be about 6 years old, and it was an elderly lady. I hate to say elderly, but that's what it was. And she was about my age, give or take a few years. And she was at the counter buying her groceries, paying for them or whatever. And this little kid became disrespectful, talking crazy, calling her names. And I assumed he was in the store by himself. So the last straw, as she told him, you better go somewhere, little boy, whatever, he's kicked her, or kicked at her, and she slung him to the floor, as she should have, in my opinion. Less than a second later, a lady comes out the aisle and said, you hit my boy? You hit my son? But you put your hand, start taking off her coat. Okay, now at this point, I'm boiling, because I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. And it just gives fate right now to let me know that you was watching this whole shenanigan right while it was happening, and you did nothing. So you don't equate love with discipline at all. And with a lot of parents in our community like that, they just think love means I bought my kids some Jordans, or I could buy my kids some Adidas warm-up suit. They're not teaching them anything. They're not trying to discipline them at all. In fact, discipline to them is not learning. What they do is, there's an element in our community that allows the child to perform and disrespect adults, but then when they get sick and tired and he disrespects them, then they ready to punch him in the back with their fists until the kid can't breathe. I mean, I can't, see, this is the kind of stuff that's destroying us as a community. This is the kind of stuff that's unacceptable. And I can't be the only one feeling like that, because I have no problem with her. And if the mama would have came with me, because she surely started coming towards the granny like she wanted something too. So I would have had to have something for her, because the fact that your child did this, and you got more of a problem with me slinging him off me, trying to kick me, than him cussing me out and kicking at me, then you a waste of time. You a waste of air, space, and if you bring it, she should get it back just like it came. So it's that element in our community that I'm saying is a problem, and somebody needs to address it, and you can't be ashamed to address it, because it is that kind of mindset that is really messing up our community. These little girls and immature things are having these babies, and they're so immature that they think if you say something to their child, even if it's healthy criticism or correction, don't you say nothing to my child. Like the dumb chick I was telling you about when I was a health inspector. Damn baby was hanging out a screen window. The baby was hanging out of a second-story screen window. And because the person that was with me hollered at the baby, he hollered at the baby to keep the baby from falling out the damn window, try to scare him. This broad was more concerned with him hollering at her baby than her baby hanging out the window. Talking about, well, you could have told me. Oh my God, help me. Every time I think about that, I just be like, what? This is what we doing now? This is what we doing now. This is how low we sunk. I contend that, you know, I keep saying all of us ain't gonna be saved, and it's gonna take a good purge, because nothing else is going to work. You can talk black politics, you can talk all this kind of stuff, but if you got an element in your community that's constantly destroying your community, wealth, money, none of that stuff is going to matter, because they're going to destroy it anyway. Everything that's around them will be destroyed. And I mean that. So there is really something, to me, in my opinion, that's got to take place in our community. Some people are going to have to be retaught, re-educated, relearned a few things, or we're going to have to put y'all to the side. I mean, it's just that simple. Because we can no longer have little women, little girls, little immature chicks bringing babies into the world that will allow them to curse out and to kick 60-year-old women and don't think that's a problem. And the woman and you don't come out and say anything until the woman pushes your son down on the floor. What did you expect her to do? What you thought she should have did? Don't hurt me, Johnny. Don't kick me. No, she slung his ass down on the ground where she should have did. Now try me if you want to. Kick me again, little boy. Now if your mother come, then she got to get some too. And this is all I'm saying, y'all. We got to stop. We got to do something. We got to do something. Because there's a generation coming up that's so out of control that it makes me shudder to think. It makes me shudder to think. You can't blame that shit on white people. White people ain't got nothing to do with that. New damn kid ain't got no home training at all. I ain't even with that. Alright. I'm gonna go. I got a little carried away. If you like what you hear, please like, subscribe, share. I'll see you next time in the mental house. Bye-bye.